Welcome to the Women's History Show. My name is Elaine Enriquez, and we're coming to you live through our social media networks. Thank you for tuning in. At this time, I would like to present my co-host. She loves her family, she loves her friends, and she loves her community. And this is why we are here today. Nouchelle Hastings.
Hi, Elaine. How are you?
Hi, my sister.
It's always good to be home with you. Welcome home, right? I feel like welcome home.
This is a special home for all of you and all of us.
Yes. Do you know Virgin River is getting ready to come on? And this is the perfect setting. Our show today is going to be that perfect way to go into July, the month of July. Not July 4th, but the month of hotter than July. Hey, ladies, are you ready?
Wow. We have special guests today.
We do. Oh, my goodness. So these ladies, I get to say, you get a smile, and you get a smile, and you get a smile. Oh, my goodness, we're all smiling. Because when I see them, that's all I do. I smile. The reason why I smile is because I'm returning the smile. When they start coming for me, it's like, ooh, look at that light. Illumination is coming. It's nothing but smiles all the way. So we have with us today our beautiful Monica Martinez, just coming back from vacation. So she should be refreshing. She probably needs a vacation from the vacation. I followed along on Facebook.
That's true.
Yes.
Definitely do.
And the incredible Dawn Miller, who also not too long ago came back from a European vacation, and I followed you.
Thank you. I need another one.
So next, I think I should go. Elaine, tell my husband, Shell needs a vacation.
Nouchelle needs a vacation.
Please follow me on social media. But ladies, welcome Monica. Welcome Dawn Miller.
Thank you for
to
having
our
me.
show. Yes. To our house. Okay?
Yes. Let's get started.
You ready to get started?
And we will start with having you tell us something about yourselves. Let's start with Monica.
Okay, a little bit about myself. I was born and raised in Colombia. I've been here in the U.S. for the last 26 years or so. When I came here, I started working actually with children. I was a pre-K4 teacher, so I was that for a couple of years, and then I transitioned, things happened, and I ended up being in the restoration business. So I've been in the restoration construction business already for 14 years. And, it's a privilege for me to be part of the industry, and I've learned a lot from being there. But definitely, my years in the education, I love them. I enjoy them a lot. So thank you for having me. I really appreciate this.
Thank you, Monica. And Dawn?
Thank you for having me, first and foremost. I am third generation native of South Florida. I have been in the construction industry for 25 years. I come from a long line of construction workers, but I was born in Miami, grew up in Fort Lauderdale. I've been in Palm Beach for about 25 years as well. Again, my grandfather started a concrete company here in Miami, and so did my father. I then followed in their footsteps and had my own concrete company, but always trying to be involved in the community and giving back and seeing our communities grow, both infrastructure and, giving back to our kids and neighbors.
Dawn, what does it mean to be in a leadership position? That's an important role.
It is, and it's basically showing people, giving the help that they need, even if they don't ask for it, trying to guide them, trying to show them that not to be afraid, to be strong, and to be inclusive of everybody is what leadership means to me, truly.
It's beautiful.
Wow. Monica?
To me, it's educating people, helping them to thrive. Definitely, it's a big responsibility because, I feel you have to show with your actions, so they can learn more. So I believe, the responsibility comes with being a leader, and something you need to enjoy. You need to enjoy helping people, enjoy seeing them do better. So that's definitely what I feel it is.
Oh my goodness.
You're also in a mentorship position. How important is it to mentor others to be successful in whatever position they may be in within your industry? And from there, it could just spread to any other industry.
Mentorship to me is very important because growing up and seeing in a man-dominated industry, it wasn't always easy getting the mentorship from the men, but there were a few that actually took me under their wing. And so it's important to me to show that no matter who you are, you can always teach somebody something.
Monica?
Beautiful.
Yeah, for me, it's been very important because since I came from another industry, I had no connections, no knowledge of this industry at all. So having people come in and introduce me and teach me, it's been very, very important in everything I've done. And that's why I always want to give back, with my team. I always want to teach them and guide them to be the best they can do with, any information I could pass on. I think that's, the way to help them thrive and grow.
I want to stop here. That's a good time to talk about our mission, right? The WEW, the Women Empowering Women in Development mission, is to inspire and empower women in the development and construction industry by connecting, supporting, and unlocking our full potential. Monica just said when she started, she had no connections. You just added a layer of why WEW exists. You just added a layer of why connecting with someone who's been in the industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
Legacy family in the industry,
Right.
25 years, why that is so important. Like, I didn't understand how powerful the segment is going to be, but just now the light bulb came on because there are other women out there. You're watching us and you don't have those connections. You're watching us and you came from a different background. You're watching us and you have no clue what you're doing. But today you're going to be empowered to unleash your full potential. And you're going to see it in action that you can have zero connections.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You can have legacy connections. Mm-hmm. But if you have the right attitude, that's all the connection that you need. So thank you for sharing those two very important pieces right there.
I think it's important for everyone to know the opportunities that are out there as far as the mentorship and giving back and just other people embracing them and the support that's there, as opposed to, years ago in the industry, it was kind of a dog-eat-dog world and everybody was kind of, fighting for themselves to survive. And it's completely different these days. And it's a blessing to have the people in the industry that we do.
And Elaine, what's so amazing is that the people is non-gender, right?
Exactly.
For instance, today we'd like to thank City Quiet Windows and Doors.
Yes, thank
right?
you.
In Boca Raton.
Ben.
Go Ben, right?
Go Ben.
Who's celebrating
Thank you.
yes, 15 years in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
And he is an avid supporter of women, empowering women. He was from day one.
Mm-hmm.
When he didn't even really know what the concept was. He was just like, I love it. I love the fact that I can go to a meeting and I could see my female counterpart doing her thing. He added some other colorful words in there. But anyway, he was like, that's so empowering.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. He wanted to sponsor this show because the both of you were away working and traveling when he had his big celebration and you couldn't attend. And he's like, you know what? I'm getting right into their business. I'm going to interfere in their business, right? So not only is he a supporter behind the scenes, but he respects the two of you so much. He's like, I want in. You know how he talks, right? He's like, I want in.
He's a
right?
gentleman.
Yeah,
Aw.
he really is. So Ben, we'd like to thank you. If you're watching with your family, it's camp time for he and his family, but it's also going to be vacation time for he and his wife, right? So we just want to say thank you, Sadie Quiet Windows and Doors in Boca Raton. If your buddy Kelly was here, he'd try to turn this into an infomercial. So we just want to say thank you.
Thank you, Ben.
Yes.
Thank you, Ben.
All right, now back to the show of progress. No.
Yes, that was amazing.
Yeah.
And how important is it for education to fall within the spectrum of actually moving forward as you see something that you really like, that you would like to learn more about it to become better at it? Does that make any sense when evolving into a profession?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Dawn?
I know for the company that I was previously with, we would bring high schools in, and it was construction career days. It would bring high school students in. So we'd like to teach them on different levels how many opportunities there are in this industry, whether it's, the laborman or the president of the company, and whether you finish high school or excuse me, if you go to college or not, there's still opportunities at every level. So education is important, teaching the trade especially.
Monica?
Yeah, definitely. That's the way to go. Also educating your clients so they understand more the industry and how it works. Like we offer lunch and learns for our clients, and that way we can explain to them, what to do, what to expect when something happens. So I believe, the more educated that you are, that's the best. You're just adding value to yourself and to your company and to your coworkers and to your friends, and that's really important.
Nouchelle, as women, we like to look beautiful.
Don't they? They look amazing.
Gorgeous women.
You as well.
And you are an inspiration to all of us and all our viewers. But beauty fits into also the spectrum of evolving into your careers, because we can't follow one thing and then leave something else on the side. We should actually be paying attention to every detail within our lives. Is that important to share, Dawn?
Let me get a better understanding of what you're asking. When you are saying learn a little bit about everything in it,
Meaning the whole woman, right?
Mhm.
So your industry, our industry, right? We often talk about that it's male dominated, but it's heavily saturated with women.
Yes.
And oftentimes women think all they need is their beauty. All they need is their
Exactly.
exterior to be successful. I'm asking the two of you who you make it look easy, but we know that it's not. I know that you're purposeful, that you represent your companies very well, right, in the exterior. But before they see anything on the outside, you all are beaming from the inside. And I think that's what Elaine wants to know. How important is it to have the right balance outside and inside?
I believe that only the outside is going to get you so far. And I believe that confidence is everything. You need to back up what you say, this will get you in the door perhaps, but have to be able to be respected, which is first and foremost, and go in there with confidence and knowledge and know your worth.
Yes.
Yeah, I think, beauties, it's like a combination of characteristics and values and things. I wouldn't say definitely just being beautiful on the outside. If you don't have anything to give from your inner beauty, kindness, selflessness, anything like that, then you're not leaving a mark on anyone. Or even if we're talking about a client, a family member, a friend, someone you meet on the streets, you'll be easily forgotten, I think, if you have just your core outside, which looks beautiful, and you don't have something to add value to.
And if I can just say this, oftentimes when you're boss, when you're in business development, right? For instance, or you are an account executive and you're going for this, let's just say multi-million, because this is South Florida, right? So we have a lot of multi-million-dollar contracts, opportunities, let's put it that way, potential. And you send your like Charlie Angels looking women, you sending them in there, they're deep, they got the right skirt on, they got the right stilettos, they got the right push-up, utensils, if you will, they got all the utilities working, but they're empty here, or they're shallow, or they speak as if their expectations, no matter what I say, no matter how I say it, no matter how less information I give you, I'm going to walk away from this table with the contract because I'm beautiful, right? And then your company is waiting and calling and, is there anything else we can say? Is that, and they're like, no, it's okay. Until they get the letter, we went with another company.
I in my past experience, I have been hired by some pretty prominent males, and they specifically told me that if you were ever disrespected in a way where your looks were taken advantage of, those are the type of people that we don't want to do business with. So that said, I think that it comes from the support of the company that you work with that value you, not just what you look like, but what you have to bring to the table.
Absolutely. I mean, keep in mind, we're moving forward in a precarious world, right? That's our topic today. Yes. We are moving forward in a precarious world. And it's gotten so much so that I think mentoring and education is now going to play just as high value, right? If not even more so in what companies are looking for. Is this girl coachable? Because this is about the women today, right? Is she coachable? And most people, when they're doing a good interview, they can decipher if you're coachable or not, right? We, back in the day, was always talked about that team player. Are you a team player? They told all of us out of college, when you do the mock interview, say you're a team player. Well, what does that really mean? Yes. Right? Recently, there was a young lady that she was hired into this global company. And they just told her about the global company. They forgot, or it wasn't disclosed about the local level. So the local level wasn't doing as great as this global part of the company, right? And but she was affected or impacted by what was happening locally. And so a team player for her would have been disclosing information about a previous company. And she refused to do it. So that made her not a team player, but she walked away with her integrity.
That's right.
We have to define for the young women coming up in our industry what a team player is. We were talking earlier about Susan Taylor. Susan, if you're watching, so Susan built Essence magazine, right? From an article called In the Spirit, and she was my mentor. But what Susan told me when she and I encountered, she gave me like 5 to-dos and 5 things you don't do in the industry. And one of them is you never sleep your way to the top. Like, I was 18 years old, right? In college, doing my thing, knocking out the dean's list. Why would she give me that advice? We don't sleep our way to the top. We work our way to the top. We command our respect, not demand it, right? You command it. Yes. And if ever, like that boss told you, you're disrespected, you bring it straight to the core. You don't sit on it. You don't bite your fingers. Oh my, no, that's your confidence. You're confident enough that you're doing such a great job, and it's admirable that if something is adversarial, you deal with it and you move on. That's right. You shake the tree loose. You pick up the fruit. Yes, those mangoes. No, I'm just teasing. It's mango season. Don't leave the mangoes on the ground. You pick it up. So it's time for us to literally be able to find those young women in our community that's coachable. And upon that, I want to take a segue. So we know that we were supposed to have a third guest with us today. She was going to be joining us via Zoom. However, work has happened, right? Because work takes precedent. And it's because of her work and her character that she would have been opening up an envelope if she was here with us today, right? And that is Stteffanie Rodriguez. You are literally right now in the boardroom handling your business, doing a training. That's this pretty lady right here, right? Moving forward in a precarious world. Are we coachable? Are we coachable? So, if Stteffanie was here in her coachable moment, she would open her envelope and it would read, "Congratulations. The Miami-Dade County Office of the Mayor and Board of County Commissioners hereby deems Stteffanie Rodriguez, Women Empowering Women in Development, as mayor, and on behalf of the Board of County Commissioners and the residents of Miami-Dade County, I take great pleasure in wishing you the very best on the special occasion of you being named Women Empowering Women in Development Up and Coming Woman of the Year 2022. On this 29th day of the month of June 2022 in Miami-Dade County, Florida. And it is signed by Mayor Levine and the chairman. So,
Congratulations,
talking about coachable, that is what coachable does. It gets you an up and coming woman of the year. Your sisterhood is very proud. We're watching you rise to the top. Thank you, Stteffanie, for all that you do and how you make a difference in our industry. It's been noticed. Thank you.
Shine on.
Shine on. Yes. Shine on. Shine on. So, Elaine, ladies, I love it. And those of you that are watching far and near, right? We want to say hello to Houston, Texas. They're watching. That Rise team out there is rising. And we want to say thank you to Laveda Humphrey. We know that you're watching. You're rising with us. We want to say hi to Susan Summons. You're watching. You're rising with us. But we want to talk a little bit because we just celebrated Father's Day, right? And this question is so vital. What advice, and we heard you talk a little bit about your male counterparts and how it relates to respect, but what advice would you offer women who work in a male-dominated environment on healthy habits to make the relationship stronger and respectful? I'm going to start with you, Monica, because you just came off a vacation.
Oh, thank you. Well, I would say, the most important thing is it's to always, do things the right way. You don't want to, take any shortcuts to get wherever you want to get, just what you were saying that you were taught. I don't think any sale or any business is worth your value or your reputation. So, always do what you got to do to make sure people respect you. That's really important. I think once they respect you and they trust you, they're more open to, to giving you business. So I think that's the way to go. You can be beautiful, you can be all this and all that, but if they don't respect you, you're not gonna, you're gonna be easily forgotten. You're not gonna be taken seriously for business. And, that's what I think I really want to leave there for all our viewers, that respect, it's a must. And, that's add value to the relationships in a respectful way. And that's the way to go. That's what's, how I've done it. And it's taken me where I am, and I'm proud of it. And, I think that's the way to grow. You grow maybe at a slower pace, but that's going to take you many places.
We're going to ask you the same question. But Elaine, one of the things that I love about both of these women and their team is they have learned something. Maybe it was from their mother. You know how we tell our kids, you go out together, you come back together. You go out, you return. I can say in the 4 years that I have known both of these incredible women and their team, you never see them separate. It's like maybe they text one another, or it's like, okay, will you arrive at the same time? Like you see their cars, or you see and then when it's time to go, whether it be happy, I'm serious. It's like, Oh. You know, that is such a great way to keep drama down, right? It's safety, right?
Yeah.
Safety first, guys. Safety first. And if Mary-Lise is watching, women and ladies, because you don't call women guys. We love Mary-Lise. Mary-Lise, we just want to give you a shout out. She was our first vendor for Women Empowering Women. She came from Davie all the way to near South Beach. And girl, she's been hanging with us ever since, right? We just wanted to say that we were listening. You don't call women guys. No.
I remember that. I was there that day.
You remember?
I was there.
Elaine slapped my hand. I slipped up and said, guys. but seriously, right? What works for you as far as keeping that line of respect always priority?
I think that, you can be playful, but you draw the line in the sand pretty quickly when they cross it. I believe that nipping it in the bud is crucial. If you feel like somebody's stepping over the line, then I would address it. Don't be afraid. Speak up for yourself. And, I think confrontation, it doesn't have to be a negative thing. I think you just approach it in a different manner and be polite about it.
Wow. Confrontation. Catty women, right? They're everywhere. Some catty women can't help it. I have learned, I was hanging out with a bunch of women. They were all over 65, 70, 75. These women had no filter. But you know what they told me is, well, what else are we going to do? We talk about stuff. She's like, but when we were young, we were about stuff. So now we talk about the stuff that we were about. And she said, the one thing that I will tell young women is when you're catty, nobody's going to talk about you. Nobody's going to, not only will they not talk about you, but they won't invite you. They won't include you. They won't accept you. Because women are, we're incubators, and we don't want to carry drama. And I was like, what? And then it was like the Pepsi generation. That's right, girl. That's right, girl. We are the way we are because we're in the no drama zone. Isn't that what you young people say? And they were talking to me, and I looked at one of them and I said, oh my gosh. And she goes, well, why do you think we invited you, baby? Because you know drama. So we might think going to lunch and discussing other women in the industry is okay. It's not okay. It's never okay. Like, to the young lady that's trying to get herself together, she doesn't want to do this anymore. She doesn't want to be that woman that everybody goes, oh my God, don't say anything that you don't want repeated. Yeah. Talk to us. Like, what would you share with the woman that you know can make a difference if she just kind of toned down the cattiness? Let's listen.
I believe that there's no time for that. There's so many other things to discuss than the negative, and I believe cattiness is a negative. I believe that we have to lift people up, and if somebody is being catty, I would shut it down immediately. Don't feed into it. That's what my advice would be. Don't go there. There's too many other people in the world that won't do that. It's not necessary. I think we need to embrace everybody and lift everybody up and be happy for each other.
Yes.
I mean, truly happy for other people's success.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
And it fills your soul when you're happy for other people and see other people happy.
My goodness. I love it.
I love it too.
Yeah, I think that's the perfect answer. We should be uplifting each other, not putting anyone down. We're here to help each other as women, We're now in a generation where we're trying to be strong, to be empowered, but in a good way, and so we should be helping each other, not pointing fingers or putting people down or
blowing out somebody else's candle to shine brighter.
exactly.
Oh my
yes.
gosh.
Yeah.
And it's not going to shine brighter.
It won't.
Eventually, it'll dim down
It does.
quickly.
It does.
You never know even how short your wick is. Is that what they call on top of the
Yep,
candle?
yep, the wick.
Your wick?
Mhm.
Or you ever thinking about that and you're so like some candles that I think that I'm burning, right? And then I blow it out like an hour, put the top on before my husband comes home because he has this allergy thing going on. I can't. I don't know, right? And then and he comes home. He's a chemist, right? So he's a chemical engineer. He gets it. He walks in the door and he's like, "Shell, you got that candle on again? How'd you know? I can smell it." You know, blowing out that candle doesn't mean that the residue
Right.
is going to go away right away, right? They're going to smell it on you
Mhm.
because it's something. That's what a candle does.
Lingering.
Yes.
Yeah. So when you blow it out, you will smell the scent, or you will smell that funky burning sensation. After you put
exactly.
it out. So I love what you said, and Monica, it sounds like mentoring that is so important to you, that it's important that you mentor and develop women in this industry. And when we watch your team, you all are like glue. Like you can't tell which one the point is on because you're just amazing. And I think that takes great leadership. Like what are some of your pointers? What are some of your tips? Would you agree that mentoring has played a role in that?
Yeah, it definitely has. And, I think just being involved, I've never felt like I have to like really direct them with just teaching them and making them part of it and telling them, come, like when we started, we're in business development. So when they start new, I would take them with me to go do visits, and I would tell them, maybe my style is not the best one, but learn from mine, learn from the other one. So we would do like that, we would have all our business developers take out that new person so they learn more. So I think, you empower people when you do that. You don't necessarily need to sit them down and teach them and, take out the whole list of things. It's by being a good example and making them part of it.
Elaine, I think that you have an envelope.
Yes, I do.
Oh my gosh.
This is an exciting moment.
Oh my gosh. Would it be envelope number 1?
Yes. I have it right here for you.
I love
Let's
envelopes.
see. Here we go.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it is envelope number 1. Oh my goodness. Reading is fundamental.
Yes.
It's like Sesame Street. Monica, would you please read envelope number 1?
Oh, Lord, you're making me sweaty. Congratulations, the Miami-Dade County Office of the Mayor and Board of County Commissioners, Monica M. Martinez, Women Empowering Women in Development. As a mayor and on behalf of the Board of County Commissioners and the residents of Miami-Dade County, I take great pleasure in wishing you the very best on the special occasion of you being named Mentor of the Year 2022.
Oh.
On this, the 29th day of the month of June 2022 in Miami-Dade County, Florida. Wow. What an honor.
I know.
What an honor.
Congratulations.
Humbly. I have goosebumps.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Wow.
The
Nice.
women in our industry, we look up to you. We Elaine, you gotta come hang out with us sometimes.
Of
I
course,
know,
please.
for sure.
I love to.
She's
It's
always
great.
so well manicured. You have, we used to call them brogans. Do you have like steel toe boots? You have boots?
I do have boots, and I love to wear them.
Oh my gosh, we gotta
See?
take her along for the
I'm
ride.
Somewhere
always
in
in this
dating.
environment. I love to change environments.
We gotta take you along for the ride. You know how they do when the police, okay, honey, yes, sometimes you watch Bad Boys. And you have that one reporter going along for the ride. We're gonna get Elaine out. One day she'll go with you.
Right.
Then
In the back seat.
The next day she'll go with you.
I'm standing in the back seat.
We'll do a live report. That's great.
On the road again.
It's gonna be a lot of fun, though.
That would be a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh.
She's imagining it.
I know.
already.
I know. Now I'm starting to.
And now I'm nervous.
I'm gonna put in my 2 cents there.
Are you ready?
Yes.
You see them now?
I'm always ready.
Oh gosh. But once again, we'd just like to say congratulations to you,
Thank you so
Monica.
much.
Yes,
Thank
congratulations.
You
I
are
appreciate it
our
very much.
mentor of the year, and for so many correct reasons. Like
Thank
you definitely get it right when it comes to mentoring, development, training, coaching, lifting. You definitely get it right. Question, ladies. I want to ask you a question too.
Yay.
Many people call our industry thankless, right? They think think, T-H-I-N-K, that is a thank, T-H-A-N-K, thankless industry, because, the associations pay a premium for the excellence and the expertise, right? Materials, time, and cost. None of that stuff is free. Right,
Yes.
we definitely need to lay that on the line. And even if you give discounts, you still have to pay for time and material. You still have to pay the people to work. You still have to pay the experts to show up, right? And so sometimes it gets so crazy that they forget to even say thank you for doing a great job. Thank you, please, and thank you. Those are the magic words. Sesame Street say, if you want nice things to happen, those are the words that should be heard. Remember, please, and thank you. Appreciation. What does that mean to you? Like, how important is being appreciated? How do you feel when your staff or your team just appreciates you?
Well, it's humbling. It's very humbling to be able to service others, to help others, to help them as well to reach their goal and their success. So when appreciation comes around, and it's always here, we're always thanking each other. Thank you for the little things, for the bigger things, for the simplest things, because that should be our nurture. Be humble and thankful, and love people, love what they do, see the good side of them, and the weak side, nurture it so it can become strong and fulfilled. And it takes time. Nothing happens overnight. It takes time, but hang in there and just have faith. I think faith is important to bring into conversation.
Yes.
And I'm going to go to Dawn about faith. How important is faith?
I wish I could put it into words, how important faith is. I'm almost getting emotional just thinking about what faith means to me and how God came back into my life a few years ago and has done a 180. And the way that I look at people, the way that I look at myself, the way I say thank you and mean it, each and every time, even, somebody holding the door, thank you. It's with meaning, and it's not just in passing. And it's changed my life again. And I want to surround myself with the same minded people. And I don't know what else to say about it other than thank God for bringing me back.
Yeah.
Because I want to share with other people, and I want to speak the word, and some people aren't so receptive, but those that are, it, and those are your people.
And your faith shines,
Yes.
right? Your faith is your belief system, right?
Yes.
We believe in the Father, the Savior, the Master, the Keeper. He's the keeper
our
of
strength.
my soul. He is that, right?
Mhm.
And it gives me joy. It gives us strength. It gives us hope. And I want to say that yours is always shining through, right? This is, you all might say, my gosh, Shelly has so many, Nouchelle, don't say Shelly. Nouchelle has so many stories, but this is true.
This
My
is
brothers
true.
always say, this is a true story. And I always say, well, if it's true, why do you have to say this is a true story? But we were on a fishing trip. I'm teasing. I'm not talking.
yes.
I had taken in so much water on the boat. I was laughing at the water.
Right.
I was about to lose my cookie. And there was Dawn. You're going to be okay. She was like going to do the Heimlich on me. You're going to be okay. Do you need anything? You got this. Like, don't be scared. Don't panic. You know, that was like, are you Florence Nightingale? But today I am. Let me help you, you know? And it just, like, the comfort came over me. Because I think I was going to start to panic because it was my first experience, right? I wanted to try something new, and we did it as a team, Women Empowerment, Women in Development. It was insane. But there it was. I thought I was drowning on the boat.
You and a few others.
I know. And you know, literally, she was like a triage nurse. She was going from like people to people.
Here's a bag. Here's a paper towel.
Yeah,
You need something to eat?
yeah. She's like, get her this, do that. And I was like, but before then, we just saw her as this wonderful petite woman with a lot of information, great knowledge of the industry. And there she was, like, getting a Purple Heart status. It was just like, I'm going to help you. Just lay them down. You know, I'm coming. It was like, oh, my God. Like, don't talk. Thank you. I'm going down with the boat, but I want to say thank you. And she's like, don't talk. Imagine he's not talking.
Breathe.
Relax.
But, you know, that's just indicative of who you are. You do when you don't have to. You show up when nobody asks, right? Mm-hmm. You take charge when others fall back. You deliver without excuse. Even if you're waking up 4 a.m. in the morning to make sure that you reach those deadlines. Mm-hmm. It's so, she's so systematic. Like, I could tell when you get up, she'll do like maybe 4 minutes of social media, not even 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. You know, she'll thank you. You know, you'll see her on LinkedIn. And it's like, okay. And then she's getting her day started. Mm-hmm. Literally, she covers a lot of territory. She doesn't use excuses. I want to say personally that is something that I value personally, that I know about you. It's just like, if something isn't going right, Monica, I don't know if you've ever seen her in like some of the classes or whatever, but can I tell you, we need to start going up to the West Palm Beach area, because she'll like assess. Okay, so this is really what's happening. Now let me overcome it. Mm-hmm. But you could see it. Like, everybody's talking and moving, and then she is just still. And when she moves, it's so calculated. It's so intentional. And so, because you're so intentional, Elaine, do you have another? You know, while we're getting the envelopes, I'd like to take a moment to thank the Women Empowering Women founding members, Maria, Elise, Deanna, and Diana. 3+ years ago, when we started out, it was just to empower us, right? To keep us afloat, to give us those best practices, to learn the organization, to learn how to meticulously overcome things in our industry. And it started growing and it started blossoming. And it's been 3 years, and they've concluded their time of service. So we dedicate this show to you, Maria, Deanna, Diana, Elise. We love you very much.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
And one of our final things that we did as a team is inside of that envelope. Okay, you have another envelope?
Yes, I do.
Oh my goodness, we got another. You said reading is fundamental. Dawn, will you please read this envelope for us?
Sure you don't want to read it for me? Congratulations. The Miami-Dade County Office of the Mayor and Board of County Commissioners, Dawn M. Miller, Women Empowering Women in Development. As mayor and on behalf of the board and county commissioners and the residents of Miami-Dade County, I take great pleasure in wishing you the very best on the special occasion of you being named Woman of the Year 2022 on this 29th day of June 2022 in Miami-Dade County, Florida. What an honor this is, and thank you, ladies, so much for choosing me as Woman of the Year.
You've chosen yourself, my
Thank
love.
you.
Your peers have chosen you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
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 It's my heart right now.
Yes, yes. And so I'm going to be turning it back over to Elaine, because one of the things we learned a couple of shows ago was the importance of listening. I'm going to forever thank Maureen Reyes about the listening part. So
Yes.
I like to digress and listen. Before Elaine begins to speak with you, I'm asking you now, as Mentor of the Year, right? What are the best practices for women to finish the bottom of 2022 strong? Because technically we are 48 hours away from July, right? That's the latter part of the year, 2022, right? So these beautiful women, Stteffanie, Monica, Dawn, let's give them a round of applause again. They will serve until we're going to grandfather instead of March. They will serve until June 2022. So they will co-serve with our new Women Empowering Women honorees, which we will select in March. But because so many things were going on, we didn't get a chance to have that. But we also want to tell you to save the date. July 28th, we will hold our Women Empowering Women Honors Reception, which will be held by Prime Claims in Miami. It's going to start at 5 p.m. and you'll get a chance to shake their hands and to feel what we're feeling on this stage today. But again, we thank them, we honor them. Oh my gosh, we just want to be like, no. We want to be like you. But my name is Nouchelle Hastings, and I am the visionary of Women Empowering Women in Development. And so I will continue to serve. We're going to do things a little differently. We're going to have some satellite chapters and stakeholders, but we're going to move forward, and we're going to move forward in such a way that we don't miss a beat. Sydney Steigerwald, who is in Sweden. Do you remember when we said we were going to Sweden? We were joking. Sydney's in Sweden right now. So virtually we send love to you. We have Maureen Reyes. We have Elaine and her show and mentoring, and we're going to continue to educate. We're going to continue to inform. We're going to continue to advocate. We're going to continue to mentor, and we're going to continue to listen. So again, my name is Nouchelle Hastings. This is a time where I fall back and I listen. So ladies, what would you say to the woman that's listening, even to the men, to a person that wants to finish 2022 strong? Monica, Dawn, and then Elaine is going to be all you.
I'll go ahead and start, and I would say reach out to others, help others, see if they need help, just kind of embrace them and look for the people that are looking for help, I guess. So That's what I would say. And stay strong.
I would say, have faith, start, wake up every day, wake up early, get ready, get out there, do your best every day, educate yourself in whatever industry you're in and what you like. And that's going to take you through, find support if you need, and just be persistent in anything you do, and that's going to take you places.
Get inspired by women like Monica and Dawn and many others. They are our example so we can be better. And that is the best advice. Look at them as inspirational women or men in your industry and just rise above. Continue to rise above. Faith overall. You need to have in your core your faith in God and believe in yourself. You can do it. There shouldn't be any limitations. That word shouldn't even exist. Just have faith, believe, and move forward day by day. It's not going to be an overnight thing. It's going to take time, but have lots and lots of patience. That's my humble advice for you today in this opportunity that we have to share with all of you. And Nouchelle?
Yes. Well, I am going to take the core. I'm going to take the lifting. I'm going to take the average and develop them to be their best that they can be for today, for the here, for the now. I'm going to live in gratitude. I'm going to rise with perspective. We love that portion of it, because perspective is everything. Someone asked me the other day about, oh my gosh, everything that you do. And I said, it starts here first. It becomes a thought before it becomes an action. So as we see you women around our community, as we begin to hold some of the master classes, and we joke about this, but having valuable partners, and we're going to mention him again, Ben Friedman, he has made his showroom available for small coaching and mentoring sessions and master classes and master talks and chats, up in the West Palm Beach area. So we're going to take advantage of that. Dawn, I want to take advantage of coffee with you, getting to know you.
Absolutely.
Monica, I want to take advantage of coffee and empanadas, maybe.
Hey, wait a minute. I want empanadas too.
Yes.
They don't make them up in West Palm.
But you see how that happens?
Yes.
It's okay to raise your hand and say,
Mhm.
I want in.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
It's
Yes.
Of course.
No, it's okay.
Mhm.
It's okay. Tell the sisterhood that it's okay to get help.
Right.
That it's okay to ask. That it's okay to not even be perfect. Right? It's
That's right.
like, do we have to
That's
be
right.
perfect?
God doesn't
No.
want perfect.
No. Mm-mm. So we have some opportunities with FIU, where FIU is asking us to be on their campus, talking to their young women, right? They're writing us a little bit into their curriculum. We just received the ASPA for civic engagement and advocacy, which was a huge ordeal, right? But we want to put it to use. We want to ask you. We want to ask Stteffanie. We want to solicit your help. We want to invoke your presence to be with us, to be around the community, to hold think tanks and happy hours. However you see fit, we want you to wear this honor as your badge of honor, right? We want your input.
Absolutely.
We want it. We want it. We want it. Elaine, oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Yes, me too. We're all excited.
Yes.
We just have to sit still, right?
Yes.
Happy dance in the chair.
Let's just close with integrity. right? Let's close out with integrity. Because my grandmother would say integrity is that one thing that shows when others don't see you, right? And she was really talking about herself when she came to telling me, about cleaning the house, and I would sleep until I heard the buggy coming, and I'd get up, and she goes, "Girl, you ain't have no integrity." Like, how you know? I could smell that you didn't. You stayed asleep. But when I wake up after she goes to get the groceries, and she comes home, she's like, "Hey, granddaughter," she has something for me because she wants to value and show me that I've been, a great girl. I want to close the show today with integrity. Like, just some pointers on how to keep our integrity during the bottom half of the year to set us up for a great 2023.
All right, that's good. Definitely.
All right, so give us a word.
I would say, morals, values, always stay on those, always do the right thing, even though it's not the easiest thing, but, it's going to take you places, it's so important that if you do the right thing, things will come through and work for the good.
I will echo what she just said as far as values. I think that is everything when it comes to your path. And no matter what, it's going to set you in the right direction. If you continue to keep your values, keep your integrity, and just have your faith.
Yes.
Yeah. Monica, how can we reach you? How can we connect with you?
You have my number. I'm on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. I'm available for anyone. I'm happy to help anyone. This is a big honor to me, and I feel really humble about it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Dawn, how can we reach you?
I'm on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. I will always answer anybody that messages me. I'll be happy to help. And again, this is an honor, and I cherish it.
Thank you. And Stteffanie is on LinkedIn as well. And I'm sure she has an Instagram page. She is the only Stteffanie that I know with 2 T's and 2 S.
That's right.
So you're gonna know her.
Definitely continue to be inspired. Your faith is your primary resource, and just keep rising above and not be afraid. I think fear is an element that we should definitely take out of the equation and put faith instead of fear. And you will be successful in whatever you desire for your life and for your family as well. Definitely.
Thank you. Well,
Thank
this
you.
has been another successful WEW moving forward in a precarious world.
Amen. Thank you, Nouchelle Hastings.
Thank you.
Thank you, Monica.
Thank you so much.
you, Dawn.
Thank you so much.
And thank you, everyone. I'm going to turn into this camera right here where we're all here. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a joy. Please keep watching this program because it'll continue to inspire you. It'll nurture you in your walk, in your career, in the things that you so desire. Thank you, everyone. Let's just give a hand of applause to all of you.
Thank you.
I love you, girls, and all of us, we love you.
We love
Take
you.
good care. Bye-bye.
What it takes to succeed.